How's it going, guys? My name is Chase Farrow, and today I'm going to be doing some little like maintenance bits and stuff like that. Now, the thing that made me decide to do this is at LS Fest a few weeks ago, I was on track and I noticed I was getting little bits of white smoke on D-cell. Now, the LS1 and the LS6 are notorious for blow-by, but they're also notorious for ring flutter. It's not a huge deal. It's just under low load, usually like around second gear on the C5, they have a tendency where the ring will lose seal in the chamber. Oil will then get mixed in with the combustion event and it'll puff little bits of white smoke. It's not like a huge problem. It's not like the motor's hurt, but it's annoying and I don't like it. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping it's just blow by from the PCV. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install a catch can today. I also figured while I'm in there, I might as well try and clean things up, make things look a little bit nicer. I'm gonna put new coil brackets on. That'll just make everything look a little bit cleaner. And so yeah, that's today. It's nothing real major, but we'll go ahead and jump into the catch can install. Now, the catch can that I got is not a particularly expensive one. It's an Amazon special. It's built by Evil Energy, probably some Chinese company, I'm almost positive. And I know some of you might react to that and say, oh, cheaping out on a catch can. Well, here's the thing. Catch cans are one of those parts that like fluctuate wildly in price. You can find them anywhere from $25 all the way up to like $500. As far as I can tell, and some of you might correct me if I'm wrong, in fact, if I am, I'm sure that you will. The thing that separates catch cans is whether they're baffled or not. Some baffles can be better, sure, and it might be a little bit more efficient, but is a $500 catch can 10 times more efficient than a $50 one? Probably not. So I do recommend getting one with baffles, but this was, I don't know, $38 or something like that on Amazon. So I'm gonna throw this in. Now with this oil catch can, they do include a mounting bracket, but it doesn't really work. And I was thinking about fabricating something out, maybe cutting it, doing whatever to see if maybe I could use it. However, it's very soft. I'm assuming it's aluminum, but it's very soft. I don't really have a whole lot of confidence in it. So what I did was I went to Lowe's and I figured, well, let me see if I can find like a 90-degree L bracket. I could not find an L bracket of the right size, but I did find this, a T bracket. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take the cutting wheel and my Dremel, and I'm gonna basically cut this into an L, and I will drill probably, I know this hole spacing probably isn't right, so what I'll do is I'll drill like a hole basically right here and widen this guy out, and then that should work as a mount.
The next day.
All right, here is the finished product. I went ahead and I painted, oh man, got some of those metal bits on there, but I went ahead and painted it black just so it would look a little bit nicer. I also took a sanding bit, or rather the little sanding head on the Dremel and softened that out a bit. So I think that turned out pretty good. So let's get this thrown on the car. Now that that's mounted, we're gonna go ahead and get everything routed. Now, that won't take me but a few seconds, so we'll go ahead and we'll skip to that. That's done. All right, now that that's on, I had to pull the car back inside because it was a really nice day, and then all of a sudden we got a thunderstorm that's rolled in, as you can probably hear out there. So the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to replace these awful coil brackets that are in here. Now I still have the D580 coils, but you look, the factory coil bracket just does not look very good. I also wanted to take this off so I could kind of redo a little bit of this wiring harness as well, just to try to make it look a little bit nicer. So what I've got here is this Bill Farrow coil mount, and this is for the D580 coils that I'm using. So I'm gonna get this opened up and we'll have a look at it. All right, let's see how these things look. All right, let's see these things. Ooh, yeah. Those look nice. They're real lightweight. I don't think they're probably like a super high quality, but they do look nice. And they're gonna look a whole hell of a lot better than these coil brackets. So do have to figure out which side goes on which side, but I will do that. All right, just got all the coils on and it looks awesome. Check this out. Look at that. That looks so much cleaner now. In fact, it kind of hides the fact that my valve covers look terrible. I am still going to take those valve covers off. I am still going to get them powder coated because I know it's filthy under there and I want it better. But that does look really great. That being said, I have run out of time for today. I'm going to have to skip to tomorrow because I have an appointment that I'm not sure I'm actually allowed to talk about because of what it is, but it involves cars, a really good friend of mine, and a TV show. And I've got about an hour and a half drive. So I guess I'll see you guys in a few seconds. And we are back. So now we're gonna get started on this side. I did already take out a few of the bolts, as you can see, the same ones that are over there on that side. What really does suck though is I am gonna have to take the alternator off, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, I may be able to work around it, but I'm pretty sure. I already went ahead and took out the bolts just in case, and I have to remove my nitrous solenoid so I can get to that. So I am going to get started. Right, got everything bolted down, everything's finished up here. Still a little bit dirty, I need to go through and deep clean this engine bay. But in general, man, that looks way better. I'm gonna rewrap the wiring harnesses, all these looms on both sides. Oh, also, my vented oil cap came in, and so let me actually talk a little bit about that. I wanted to mention this earlier, but I wanted you guys to see it like once it was all completed before I started explaining this. So there's this little port here, usually with a hose coming off of it. And there seems to be some confusion as to what exactly that is. Now, a lot of people mistake that as being a release, like it's a pressure release for the valve covers, and it's not. That's actually a vacuum port. This is actually sucking air. Now, I've elected to go ahead and close that off. Now, if you're gonna do that, you have to do a vented filler cap, because for proper pressure inside of the motor, it still needs to be able to pull that air in. So you can achieve that through this vented filler cap. So that's what I did. Now on this side, it still looks a little bit messy. This was really hard to clean up because there's just so much going on over here. The harness, I'm gonna rewrap that like I mentioned before. With the nitrous solenoids and everything, the additional fuel lines, the additional nitrous lines over here, I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I can make this look really nice and clean. But the coil bracket was still a nice addition, and I think it's going to continue to get better and better as I go. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I know a couple of you guys have noticed that I haven't really posted much of anything since LS Fest. I've really just been busy with work and other projects. In fact, the whole reason that I'm not in my garage right now is because that's been one of my projects. So I've been really excited about that and ready to get that done. The other thing is it's summer in the middle of Texas, and it's really hot. And so it can be kind of hard to find the motivation to go and work on the car. So that being said, I do have a couple of videos in the works, and I actually do have a couple of trips coming up that I am really excited about. And then of course there is still going to be more after that once the weather starts to cool down and it starts to become a little bit more livable outside. But yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, drive safe, throw your car batteries in the ocean, and I will see you later. Bye.